this video, but how to push through to your paralegal career dreams or goals. 5 questions I need you to write down for yourself in your notebook. And I'm going to read you a quick quote here. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog, and not giving up. Okay, I added that last part, not giving up. That's an African proverb. And when you commit to your goals, it becomes easier to get around, jump over, just smash through those barriers. Okay, so the commitment has to be strong and not giving up. And I had a thing where it's okay to check things out and go into a discovery process for yourself. And that's why I tell you to investigate paralegal duties and understand what you'll be doing every day. Not what attorneys do, but what you'll be doing as a paralegal. And there'll be a class that I'm developing, because this is really important to discover your niche, the area of law that you should be in, or maybe 2 or 3 areas of law at the same time. And it's going to be called the Blueprint for Discovering Your Paralegal Career Niche. Okay, so number 1, do you need to break your steps, or your entry into the paralegal career into smaller steps? And that reduces the amount of overwhelm you feel, and keeping track of everything you learn in a notebook, just like this. This is a reference tool for me. When I was, no matter what law firm I'm in, I'm taking notes all the time. I mean, I work off of to-do lists and checklists and all kinds of things like that, so that I stay on track. So when I went into the legal field for the first time, I had to keep good notes. Why? I did a video, gosh, I think it's like a week or 10 days ago, about when you keep asking the same questions over and over again, it's very annoying to the people around you. And to not do that, you write the question down and the answer, and you can refer back to it. And this notebook is a huge tool for you to track what you learned about paralegal duties for different areas of law, and what do people do every day in those areas of family law, real estate closing. That's just a set of real estate law. I worked in real estate law, but in zoning. So, and also a subset of real estate law is something called eminent domain and condemnation litigation. Yeah, that's a mouthful. And yes, I enjoyed that. But those are niches. Those are the areas of law that are subsets of different areas, like automobile accident law is a subset of a personal injury type law. So that's interesting. Like, break it down. Like, where do I want to work? What type of work do I want to do? And you might have technical skills, like you need to up your game in Microsoft Word. You need to have those goals set before you in steps. Break it down and clap for yourself. Every time you increase your typing speed, you take a typing test online, break it down into steps and then check it off. That has a profound effect here, that you are being successful. Okay, and you're more successful than you realize. So, number 2, so we're breaking it down into smaller steps and not going into overwhelm. Number 2, what's the biggest struggle you're facing right now? And you can share that while you're with me live, or post it later, or go into my paralegal break-in group. If you're not a paralegal, that's just for beginners. It's not for people working in the legal field. The paralegal break-in is the title of that group on Facebook. So if you want to go in there and talk about number 3 of the questions here is, do you have a solution to get around that struggle, to solve that problem, concern, struggle, barrier? Number 4, are you pursuing the right goal for yourself as far as the area of law that you want to get into? Are you branching out into 2 or 3 areas of law that you're looking at. And here's the clincher. Where there are currently jobs open, okay, you can have that dream of doing, whatever it is, that dream job, but be flexible as to, you might have to break into another area of law in order to reach that goal. Okay, don't be inflexible. And then number 5 is a hard-hitting question of, are you pursuing the right main goal of being a paralegal for the right reasons? And if if you're along the way going, I don't really like this, are you still pursuing it because you're embarrassed to say that it's not for you? So that's a hard-hitting question. And I would ask myself, is it the career that I don't like, or is it the area of law I'm working in that I don't like? And usually it was number 2. I liked the duties overall, but sometimes I didn't like the duties within a specific area of law. And so I had to be mindful of my own happiness and my contentment and satisfaction, and that's okay to do that. So many of us have been taught to push that down, but that is possible to have that in a job. And instead of looking at it as a job, I had to switch my mindset into looking at it as my career I was building for me, and as a side benefit, it benefits my family because I was raising my salary on my own, not depending on an employer. And I was happier as a result. Okay, so it's not the career that was not a fit. Personally, it was an area of law that wasn't a fit. So you have to really think about that. It's not paralegal career in a box. Every area of law is so different from each other. And it might be one that just lights your fire. And then you're happier going to work every day. And that's important. And that is possible. But then that's the mindset shift of, I'm building something for me. It's my career. And I'm determined to do what I love, and that's a great thing. So answer those questions for yourself, and be sure to post what the current problems, struggles are. If you feel open to doing that, like what are you concerned about in getting into this field? I love hearing that feedback. So comment below or in the Paralegal Break-In group, and I'll talk to you in the next video.